What's up, everybody? Thank you for hanging out at another Willie Barcena's dropping. As you guys know, I just like to chill, have a drink. Maybe sometimes I have guests that like a little weed. This is my boy. He likes a little weed. As a matter of fact, I should smoke a little weed with you. We smoke a little weed. And anyways, man, we just shoot the shit. With the artists that I bring, the people that I have, to me, man, what I enjoy is getting to know their ride or how they got to where they're at. You know, the journey. I really enjoy the journey, and the reason I say that is because no matter who I've met, of what level of success they've had, and I've had some buddies that have had amazing success, crazy success, whether they're athletes or actors, whatever, or in business. And there's a common denominator when they talk about their success, and it's always the journey. It's always like, man, I didn't know the journey was that much fun. I mean, getting there is great, but they always talk about the journey was even better. So that's what I enjoy exploring. Today's dropping, man. I got a cat that I saw him, I want to say 4 years ago. I saw him, I was going through TikTok, and I saw this cat doing I'm new to this world, right? A little old school. So I'm watching this TikTok thing. I think my son, Fabian, I think you're the first one that turned me on to TikTok, you know? And you're like, and you're like, hey, Dad, you should get into this. And I was like, fuck all that, bro. I'm a fucking comedian. I don't need that bullshit.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah. But, little did I know that you started showing me comedians that put on their bits, and I was like, fuck, I could do that. So you put on my bits and did really well. Thank you. I love you. And I saw this cat. It just made me laugh. And I'm sorry, he's here. He's my guest. Concrete is here.
Yo.
All right. And you guys that enjoy sketches or skits, this cat just kills it, man.
Okay.
Doors opening up.
Stop! Pull the car over. Then I'm gonna catch Maureen Cortez. I'll see you later.
No, that was
Bailing out of a moving.
I'll see you later.
Of this house.
Cortez, Cortez.
Here we go, and making his way through the houses this way. We're gonna keep an eye on him.
Kills it. And when I was watching him, I was dying, and I think I gave you a message, bro. I messaged you, and I said, bro, man, you're fucking funny. And then some dude put right under me, like, he ain't shit. I don't know if you remember this.
No.
Yeah, some dude said that, and then I said something like what the fuck, like WTF, and then you said, hey, Willie, there'll always be haters or something like that. You said something like that, bro. We didn't even know each other. You know, you didn't know me, I didn't know you, but I really enjoy and I love your work, bro.
Thank you, man. Gracias.
Let me. I want to know a lot about your journey, right? Mm-hmm. But, bro, how did you get into how did you figure out skits, man? Or is that what you want to? What do you call them?
I mean, I call them sketches.
Sketches.
Yeah.
All right, sketches, bro. How did you get into, or how did you know that was gonna hit on? Was it Instagram or TikTok or Facebook that you hit first, bro?
It was believe it or not, it was actually YouTube back in 2009.
Oh, really?
I was doing skits in 2009.
I thought we called them sketches.
Yeah, sketches back in 2009.
I'm fucking with you, bro.
And I was doing the comedy stuff, and in 2009, and then at the same time, I was getting comments and views and all that, and people kept telling me to go and keep going, but at the same time I was directing music videos, and I started really directing a lot of music videos. Like
jokester ones or real?
No, real music videos.
So you're
for real
a real director.
Yeah, so I directed.
Anybody we might be familiar with, up and coming cats?
No, I mean it was from up and comers all the way up into well-known cats now. I mean the last one that I shot music videos for was Peso Pluma, which was a year and a half ago, and it was right before
that
he
guy's
blew
a
up.
fucking monster today.
You know what I'm saying? So, just the last work that me and him worked on, we worked on his last on his last 4, I would say, independent music videos before he blew up, and I think we did over 50 million views on all our work, and then that's kind of like some of the work that catapulted him and got him onto the scene and got him noticed. So
would you say
I have a fingerprint on his?
I was gonna say.
I feel like I have a fingerprint on his work for sure. Fuck yeah.
Why did you say that with such conviction, bro?
Because I'm proud of that one. Okay. Because I'm proud of that one. And, you know, like, I mean, when I met the kid, it was just kind of like, you know, like when you meet somebody, you know, when they have that it factor, you know. There's been a lot of people that I've done music videos for, and some make it, you know, to a certain extent, and then some don't. You know, it's just done in the cards for them, right? But when I was working with him, I was like, man, this kid has something. Like, he has that it factor. He has that thing that it's that one intangible, Willie, that you can't fucking teach and you can't buy.
No,
you can't buy and you can't teach intangible, like that specific intangible of just having that attraction to people. And every time he was singing, I was like, man, this guy's good. And I have him on my camera, and I'm like, and he moves good. He comes through on camera. He was very likable.
Yeah.
He was very likable. And next thing you know, man, I'm just scrolling. I mean, we didn't really. I kept in contact with the label, not necessarily with the artist. You know, at this point, I was still kind of behind the scenes in the way I was still shooting a lot of music videos. And next thing you know, I'm like, this guy's touring, doing this shit, selling out shows, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I was like, man, good for him, dude.
But you didn't build because when you're directing somebody, you kind of build some type of friendship. But so you didn't build that friendship when you were directing.
I mean, we did, but you know, again, man, like so many, I've worked with so many artists that, you know, I'm on to the next thing. And it's no disrespect to the artist, but I just keep moving. And because it was during the time that I'm doing my comedy at this point, you know, this is 2 years ago. I've been doing
So
comedy.
you're doing stand-up or sketches?
No, I'm doing sketches at this point.
Okay.
And I'm still doing my sketches. I'm still trying to grow my page. So doing those music videos was more of a favor for my boy Gilguero, because I wasn't doing. I technically stopped doing music videos in 2018, and I just kind of kept dabbling with like certain labels that I work with and certain relationships that I have, where it's more like, yes, I'll come out of retirement for you type of deal, you know? Because I wasn't really doing like I stopped me doing music videos in 2018.
How did you know that you could? Because it's
I didn't.
How did you know you could direct videos?
Well, you know, look, I'll be honest, man. Ever since I think I was able to process a thought, I knew that I wanted to be an entertainer.
Okay, now we're talking how old, bro?
I'm talking 6 years old. I'm already watching Jamie Foxx and Jim Carrey
right
on In Living Color, dog.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, I'm first generation Mexican American, so my English is not that good. Wasn't that good, and I had no fucking business watching this shit.
Right.
But my parents didn't know no different. They were just like, he's watching, he's laughing, and I was captivated by Jim Carrey. I was captivated by Jamie Foxx and Tommy Davidson.
They were beasts, bro.
And everybody that was in that cast, I was so captivated. And my parents used to play movies like Risa en Vacaciones, Luis de Alba. They were playing, El Caballo Roja. So they were playing all these comedians, and my dad used to play Polo Polo in the car, and all this stand-up comedy that my dad is hilarious. My mom is funny. Right. And then so I remember grabbing my dad's camera at 6 or 7 years old, and I was doing my own sketches. I used to mimic Martin's little he had like a little person character, and I used to do that bit.
Okay.
And then so my dad has those videos. So I'm like 6 or 7, dude. So ever since I was a kid, I remember wanting to be in entertainment, wanting to just, either be a DJ or sing or rap. I just knew that I had it in me to be an entertainer. So in some form or fashion, I think if my parents would have had the ability to put me in acting classes early, I think it would have happened a lot earlier for me. But because my parents, again, they're immigrants, they don't know the language. Like, the last thing they want to fucking do is spend $400 on a fucking set of pictures for me to go to auditions. Right. And they're working 9 to 5s, dude. So there's no way I'm gonna go to fucking auditions, right? So that didn't really pan out. It wasn't until I was like 15, 16 that at this point I'm DJing. I got into the DJ world, and I started producing at 16 or 17, and I met this guy by the name of Chuck Heat. And I remember he was like, yo, man, he was working out of the studio called Can-Am Studios. Okay. And Can-Am Studios is in Canoga Park, and that's where they did like the Tupac music, All Eyes on Me, some of the biggest albums in rap. And he used to be like, yo, man, if you want to learn, just come after you got out of school.
Okay.
Willie, I was fucking there at 9 a.m. I would ditch school and I would go and like wrangle cables and go pick up all the beer bottles from the the day before. And
You
I
were
was
like
just
a grip. You were like a grip.
I was a fucking personal assistant. I was just a roadie in there,
Right.
And so he taught me how to produce, and he started telling me how to do things and how to program the MPC, like the drum pads, and how to do all that. And so I started producing at an early age. I was like 17 and ended up having my own studio at my house. I remember my dad ended up going to fucking Guitar Center and getting in debt with like $2,000.
For what?
He bought me like a little drum pad, an MPC XL, and that was like a drum pad to make beats. And then I remember one of my boys, JQ.
So you say drum pad, bro. I'm thinking, man, were you going to play the drums? I'm thinking drum pad.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
It's like a little drum pad. Okay. It kind of looks like that a little bit. And
so you're making beats?
Oh, yeah, dude, I'm making beats. I'm 17. I have a studio in my house. I have, 25, 30, 40-year-olds, dude, coming to my house recording every day up until 2 o'clock in the morning. By this point, I'm already, my dad already understands, like, it's either I let him do this shit.
Right.
And drop out of school, really, because I had no desire to go back to school.
So you dropped out of school?
Oh, yeah, I was 17. I was gone.
What grade did you say, I'm out? 10th?
Around there, 11, 10,
and your dad was supportive?
Well, because it was either that or I was going to hit the streets, dog. So it was, he understood that.
He's smart. Hey, your dad was a progressive thinker, bro.
Yeah, he was like, look, it's either I let him do this shit here at the house or he's going to be in the fucking streets and God knows what. And I was a knucklehead, I was doing a bunch of dumb shit, so when he's
wait, don't skip through that fast. Like when you say knucklehead, dumb shit. What?
I was ditching. I was fucking taking the car, ditching school.
You're taking your dad's car without him knowing?
Oh hell yeah! Dude, I crashed the car into a house when I was like 14 and ran and got caught up by the cops, and it was a mess, dude.
Were you ever? I don't know. Were you ever affiliated, bro?
I was never a gangbanger. I never gangbanged. Willie, I wanted to gangbang. That was, growing up in the 90s, bro, that the 90s were, it was, if you weren't from a gang, then who were you, right? In some form or fashion. And I wanted to gangbang. Like, that was like my thing. And where I was growing up, it was, it was a tough neighborhood. And all the homies were out there, and I wanted to be that dude. And, the older I got, the more I noticed that, like,
how did they never, like, especially when at that age, bro. At that age, they really try to recruit, bro.
Oh no, they did. They did.
I was too much of a pussy, bro. I'll be honest. Well, because I had friends pass away.
But that,
and that shit used to scare the shit out of me.
So that was me. I was kind of like, the moment that they started recruiting, I was like, there was dudes that were getting shot, and I was like, like fuck all that. Like I started like, that maybe I'm not that cool.
Just shot.
Maybe I'm not that brave.
Not just shot. Pass away, bro, right?
Yeah, maybe. Oh, yeah, for sure. Maybe I'm not that brave. Maybe I'm not that guy,
Yeah.
And thank God that I found music, and it was kind of like, music was really what saved me from doing.
Did you ever rap?
Else.
Were you ever a
Yes,
rapper?
I did. I rapped.
So you rap too?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So you were trying to get your own.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Thing on.
So at one point,
Throw me something, bro.
I'm producing.
Throw a little rap.
At one point, I'm producing beats.
Okay.
But because there was nobody like that was dope enough, I started writing my own shit.
Okay, yeah.
And I gave myself the goal that at 17, I remember I gotta get a song on the radio, because back in early 2000s, mid 2000s, the thing was to, like, it's either you have a song on the radio or you're not gonna make it.
Was your rapper named Concrete?
Nah, it was Beretta.
Beretta?
Yeah.
Man, I actually love that show. Beretta.
Yeah. all the older homies were like, like the show? Like the show?
Like the show.
I was like, no, like the gun, bro, like the fucking gun.
Okay.
And so I started rapping, and I gave myself the goal at 17 that I was like, look, by the age of 20, I'm gonna have a song on the radio, and I accomplished that. I had it at 20.
What?
It was on Power 106.
What was the song?
It was called Certified Kush.
Certified Kush?
Yeah.
Fabian?
Yeah.
This is before my time.
This is before your time.
Yeah.
It was like one of those, like, new, like new at 2. They played it a few times.
Okay.
And at this moment, I'm maybe like 2021, and I got signed by Steve LaBelle and Sean and Lewis. At this point, Steve LaBelle had, he had worked with Big Pun, Run DMC, Mariah Carey. He was at that time he was managing Bone Thugs and Harmony. I think he still is. And the same week that I got signed, Nipsey Hussle got signed. And Nipsey Hussle's obviously he's a rapper that a lot of people know now. He's became a you know, like a legend in the game. And so me and him got signed the same week.
Wow.
To the same management.
Okay.
And you know, again, man, my career was going. It was.
So you're rapping?
I was rapping. I'm touring. I'm doing shows.
Were you still producing at the time, bro?
I was still producing. Yeah, I was producing all my records.
I'm saying producing for other people.
No. At this point, I'm only just producing for myself now. I'm just focusing on my career. Okay. And in 2008, when it was like at the height of what I would say my rap career, of where like, okay, there's a song on the radio, we're touring, we're doing shows, we're selling tickets, people are coming out to see us now.
Really?
There's a fan base, right? You know, I'm a 20-year-old kid and I'm selling 600 tickets to go see me at the Viper Room. I'm selling 600 tickets to go see me at Knitting Factory, or to go see me at, you know, like at the Key Club, all these Hollywood legendary clubs at that time. Right. And people were coming and buying tickets to go see me. So
you were headlining this?
Yeah, man. Wow. Well, a lot of them I was opening up, and then some shows I was headlining.
Okay. All right.
So then in 2008, my best friend, which was my brother at the time, he kind of like took me under his wing and was like, look, man, I'm gonna take care of you and I'm gonna help you. Like, I'm gonna be your mouthpiece, kind of like your manager.
Yeah, okay.
So he ended up being my manager and my hype man on stage, and he was the one that got me my band. Because of him, I ended up meeting my wife a year later after his passing. He passed away in 2008.
How did he
he passed away due to an overdose.
Oh wow, man! Sorry to hear that, bro. Sorry to hear that. That's painful. No. It's painful to lose someone, lose friends, man.
And that was, to me, was like, okay, I'm done with this rap shit. Like, I didn't want to be a part of it no more. I was kind of like,
done because of the drugs.
I was done because of his passing. I just didn't have the passion for it no more.
Okay.
But I told him, I was like, look, I'm still gonna stick around. Like, you know, like at his funeral, I was like, look, man, I'm still gonna stick around in entertainment, and we're gonna make something happen regardless.
Okay.
I gave it a shot for a year after he passed, and I ended up notching another radio record, and it got played at 65 stations across the country. We were doing shows again, and I just didn't have the passion for it no more. Really, like I didn't want to do this shit. And I was like, I remember I would be on stage, and I'd be on one side, and people would be like, "Yo, why are you standing on one side?" And I was like, "Oh, fuck, this fool's not here." Like I was caught. I didn't, you know. And you're 22 years old. The world is coming at you fast. You know, you got drugs, you got girl. It's like everything's coming at you, bro, and nobody's saying fucking no to you, bro. Nobody's saying no to me, bro. So it's like, what am I supposed to do at that age, right? Yeah. And I had nobody really in my corner saying, dude, slow the fuck down. You're doing too much.
So you were doing an excess, bro, the drugs?
I mean, we were partying every day. Like, in the studio every day, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we were doing shows, and it was like fucking benders, dog, you know? Right. So it was kind of like, you know, the thing where we just, you know, I just kind of was like, if this is what it's about, I'm going to end up killing myself.
Right. Well, I'll tell you guys, that's a lot of wisdom for a young dude, bro. A lot of wisdom to put the brakes on himself. You know?
Well, this is the thing, dude, is that, you know, when somebody so close to you passes away and they're a part of what you're doing, it kind of forces you to grow up. Okay. It forces you to mature. Introducing concrete now. I matured. After his death, I matured like concrete hardens.
Is that how you came up with the name?
Yeah.
You came up with the name Concrete?
Because I matured through his death and through the pain of going through that.
And when you came up with the name Concrete, were you already thinking this is, I'm going to comedy now with a name named Concrete?
It wasn't comedy,
or you didn't know yet.
Comedy wasn't a thing. I was gonna start acting.
You gonna start acting?
I was gonna go into the acting world, and at the same time, I remember I had gotten fired from one of my last jobs that I ever had back in 2010. At this point, dude, I used to lie. I used to go to these temp agencies, and I used to be like, do you know how to do accounting? Yes. Fireman? Yes. Cop? I know how to do it all.
Yeah, okay.
So I remember getting an accounting job for Fias Paredes and Factory to You. And 3 months
you were an accountant?
Yeah, 3 months into the job, they're like, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. No, dog.
And you would get a check?
Yes.
For 3 months, you would get a check?
For 3 months, I was fucking getting like $1,500 a week, dog.
Really, bro?
And I'm like 23, 20. And the dudes are like.
So were you just writing any numbers or what?
Oh, dude, I was just typing shit up, but everything was wrong. I don't know what the fuck I was doing.
Would they come back to you and go like, hey, you missed something here?
Yeah.
What
like,
would you say?
Hey, man, there's like $300 missing. I was like, oh, man, bring it back. Sorry, dude, I fucked up. Like, let me do that. And then so once they caught on, they were like, "Hey, dude, it says that you went to CSUN." I was like, "Yeah." They were like, "Why don't you send us your diploma?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll send it to you." And then like fucking the diploma never came. I gave 1,000 excuses. And then it wasn't.
You were just waiting for that next check.
and then I remember one day, like the dude was like, "Hey man, come in." He's like, "Man, you look, man. I know you rap." And he's like, "Look, bro, I know you don't do accounting." He's all like, "But I heard you're a rapper, and you're telling somebody that you want to do videos." He's like, "Why don't you go do that, man?" He's all like, "Here's your last check, buddy. Here's your last check. May God be with you, and hopefully."
Did you collect unemployment?
No, I didn't. I didn't even know unemployment was.
You could when you get fired.
I didn't even know unemployment was a thing. Okay. At this point,
man, what kind of gangster are you, bro?
I didn't know.
People from the hood know that whole move, bro. I milked unemployment for a year and a half.
I didn't even know. I didn't even know unemployment existed like that, bro. And I remember at the time I was still dating my wife, and I asked her. I was like, "Look, I got good news and bad news." Okay. She's like, "Give me the good news." I was like, "The good news is that I got an $800 check on me. The bad news is that I got fucking fired."
All right.
She's like, "Fuck," and I was like,
"Do you have any kids?"
No, at this point, no. We're still dating.
Okay.
And then so she was like, "Well, what do you want to do?" I was like, "Look, I'm thinking about doing videos. I know a bunch of rappers. I have a laptop. I downloaded this thing called fucking iMovie, and I think I could do some videos."
Okay.
And she was like, "All right, fuck it." So we went to Curaçao. I spent $600 on a fucking little like DV camera. Yeah. And I ended up calling a bunch of my boys, and I was like, "Hey, bro, let me shoot your music video for free. And I did like maybe 20 music videos for free. And then I started getting better, and people were like, "Yo, man, how much you charge?" And I was like, "I don't know, bro, like $300. They're like, "Cool, let's shoot 3 of them today." Dope. So I was making $900 a day. Sometimes I would shoot 10 in a week. And it was just, I started picking up and just getting better and better and better, up until the point where, now I'm shooting all over the world, man. I saw the world through a lens,
Yeah. So
I've seen, Europe, I've seen South America, I've seen Canada, I've seen all of Mexico, I've seen the whole almost, 35
years. You were producing, directing, right?
And I'm just directing and I'm shooting, I'm editing all these music videos for a bunch of people. Again, dude, like I didn't know none of the formalities of this shit. I just knew what I wanted to see. Yeah. So I ended up getting hired to do this music video for a rapper named Black Chill. Okay. And Black Chill was the guy that sang a song back in the 90s, and it went, "It's like Romeo and Juliet, hot sex and just a minute." It was a big record in the 90s.
Fabian, so you know this
big record in the 90s.
Because this is a younger generation.
No, this is
I was born 97, so.
Yeah, the song came out like in 97 or 96.
And I should have known because
that's you.
I should know because I was a hip hop DJ, bro.
It was a huge record. Bro.
I was a hip hop DJ.
You were?
Yeah, I was in Sacramento. I was on KSFM 102.5 in the morning.
Damn.
Bro, to this day I hold the biggest numbers, bro. Mm-hmm. Nobody holds my number, but I apologize to the hip hop world because I only
it was a huge record, dog.
I only knew the old stuff. I swear to God, all the stuff we would play, I wouldn't know what the fuck
What would you know, like fucking Run DMC shit?
No, bro, not no Marvin's way.
Kool Moe Dee and shit?
No, Dre. Bro,
okay.
Dick, NWA.
I thought you were going to say like fucking...
Hey, bro, NWA, all those vatos, Dre, Ice Cube, they're all in their 50s, fucker.
Yeah, you're right.
What the fuck, homie?
You're right. No, my bad, dog, my bad.
Even 50 Cent, they're all in their 50s
now. I don't know,
now.
maybe you were playing older records at the time. I don't know.
I wasn't from the fucking 60s, Dick. What the fuck?
It's fucking raw.
So all right, bro.
So they hire me to do this video, and they were like, "Hey, we want to have a meeting with you." Mm-hmm. I was like, "Okay, fuck it, let's go." They're like, "Meet at Chili's." I told my girl, I was like, "Babe, they want me to fucking meet at Chili's."
Oh, it's fancy, bro.
Oh, bro,
that's up there with Olive Garden.
Fool, I've never been there, dog. I have never been there. She was like, "Oh, you're going to Chili's?" I was like, "Babe,
I gotta get a
shirt. I gotta get a shirt, bro." Yeah. So I fucking got a little button up, and I go into Chili's, and they're like in fucking flip flops and shit. And I'm like, "What the fuck?" And I sit down, and there's this big old white boy, dog, named Anthony Cook. And they're like, "Hey, check this out, man. He's gonna be your."
Sounds like the blackest name ever. By the way,
they were like, "Hey, man, he's gonna be your producer. He's gonna be your first assistant director." And I was like, "Cool."
Oh, they're working for you.
Yeah, and I was like, "Cool." And then so we closed the deal. They're like, "Man, we're gonna give you 10 G's to make the music video." And I was like, "What the fuck?"
Now, I know you didn't make that face. I know you made a poker face.
I'm there.
Let me see the face you made when they said 10 grand.
Yeah, I'll make it work.
I know you didn't go. I'll
make it work.
Like
but
that,
in my head, I was like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah. But in reality, you went like,
No, because in my head, I wanted to run outside and call my girl and be like, babe, we're rich. We're fucking on.
Quit
We're
your
on.
job,
Quit.
baby.
You know?
We'll buy a house.
We're super
buy a
on.
house.
And then so this dude ends up, he starts telling me, the white boy, Anthony Cook, he's like, yeah, man, I'm going to get you a grip truck. I don't know nothing about no grip truck. I don't know nothing about shit.
But you're acting like you
Oh,
are.
Dude, I'm fucking.
Right? Like as he's talking, you're going, yeah, I do need a second grip.
All that. I need that and that. Yeah. And then so we get to the set and we're doing this shit at LA sets in downtown LA. Beautiful facility with a bunch of like Hollywood sets. And I get there at 6 a.m. and the dude's like, good, man. So they call the production meeting, and they're like, "Hey, man, so just go ahead and talk to your crew. Let them know what you want to do first." Right. And I was like,
now, how many guys did you have in front of you, bro?
About 25.
So you had 25 people looking at you.
It was 25.
And they're all looking at, tell us where to go.
From
great
grip,
leader.
From grip, electric, first ADs, the whole shit, second ADs.
I'm surprised though you didn't look around and go, look, man, I ain't gonna lie to you guys, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Can someone help me?
I still started, I still kept it together, and I was like, all right, cool, yeah, we're gonna do the bank scene, the robbery first. And they were like, cool, what kind of lights do you want? And I was like,
the bright one. The bright ones.
I want one here, a bright one here, give me one here. And they were like, yeah, but like, what do you want? Like, you want a 4K? I was like, nah, let's go 5. Let's go 5. I was just bullshitting the whole day. And during lunch, Anthony Cook comes to me. He's like, hey, man.
You don't know what the fuck you're doing.
He's like, dude, the crew's getting frustrated because they don't know what you want. And he's like, you don't know what you're doing, huh? And I was like, look, Anthony, I know what I want. Yeah. I know what I want to see behind that lens, and I know what I want to see on that fucking screen.
Okay.
He's all like, all right, look, I'm gonna help you. You tell me, whisper in my ear, or take out your phone and Google some pictures and be like, this is what I want. So we started doing that for the second half of the day. We ended up knocking out the video. I edited the shit. It looked amazing. It was beautiful.
Wow, badass.
The video ended up doing really well. Anthony calls me. He's like, hey, man, they love the video, man. Congratulations. The video's a hit. It looks amazing. You did a great job. He's like, would you wanna learn how to actually film and how to like know what to do? And I was like, yeah. He's like, man, have you ever heard of the New York Film Academy? I was like, nah. I was like, I've never been to New York. He's like, no, it's in Burbank. I was like, oh no, I don't even know, like, no. He's all like, well, look, man, I'm gonna get you a job there.
Okay.
And I'm gonna make you a TA. And all you're gonna do for the first, 2-3 months is just sit in the back of the class, okay, and just get the tripods and the cameras and whatever. He's like, I'm gonna send you the answers to this test, but study the test.
Okay.
Study the test. All right. And I'm gonna send you this. And when you take the test, just make sure you at least get a 70% and you're gonna get the job. I ended up passing the test, whatever. And my first instructor, my first cinematographer that I was a TA for was Armstrong, and he shot all the Saw movies. He shot every single Saw movie. Yeah. And he wasn't really like the guy that I was able to ask questions. He was really to himself. He ended up leaving for like a project for like a year. And there was a new opening for this guy named Anthony B. Richmond. And he's this guy from the UK. He's like 70 years old. And nobody wanted a TA for him because he was just a really hard dude to work with. Nobody wanted a TA for him. And I was like, fuck it, I'll take the job. It was either that or I was going to be on the back lot.
But what was the reason?
I guess, he was just old school.
Okay.
And nobody,
no patience.
No patience, no nonsense kind of, he's an older gentleman. He doesn't give a shit no more, right? So I went from just sitting at the back of his class to getting his coffee, to getting his lunch, to him asking me to sit next to him inviting me to his house for dinner, to him teaching me how he shot The Sandlot, how he shot Man of Honor. Wow. How he shot all these huge...
He shot Sandlot?
Yeah, he shot the Sandlot. He shot The Sandlot.
Which is one of my son's favorite movies, by the way. Let me tell you. Yeah. All my boys, bro, love this movie. And I love the movie.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I think the movie is...
I still watch it like at least 3 times a year.
Wow, bro.
Yeah, so he shot all these films. And at this point, I didn't know, bro. It wasn't until like I started talking to him and he took a liking to me.
He felt... Bro, when that happens, Concrete, I believe there's a connection with energy, man, with people, and I believe he vibed you, and because you're a good dude. But as you know, bro, I'm very selective about people I talk to. You've been around comedy for a little bit, and you know that I'm not everybody's friend, man. But it's because of that, man, energy, you know, of like how you when you connect with somebody.
Yeah.
So that's badass, bro. That this cat who did these movies,
nobody wanted to work with. I mean, I was
bro.
like, and dude, he shot music videos for the Rolling Stones. I mean, just huge shit, right? He's been around for 40, 50 years.
That's why he's got that attitude. Then
his sons are huge directors. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
And so, you know, he took a really good liking to me, dude. And I'm there.
Why do you think that was?
Because
let's backtrack a little bit. Why do you think this gentleman who is hard to get along with? People
I'll tell you why.
Nobody want to work with him. But here's this cat, you know.
Because I asked more questions than the privileged kids that were paying $200,000 tuitions to be there.
That's $200,000, really?
It was a lot of money.
Holy shit! And you paid?
Nothing. I was getting paid to work there. Wow. I was getting paid to learn because I was a TA. Yeah. So I was getting paid to go to school. Wow. And he saw that I was...
all because Anthony Cook.
Yeah, he saw that I would pay attention to him more than the privilege. Because that school tends to have a lot of kids that are really privileged.
Okay.
Like just kids that come from money and
okay,
you know,
Dad, I'll take the class.
Yeah, like where their parents can afford the $50,000 semesters type of deal, you know?
Shit.
So that's how it was. You know, that's how it was. You would ask. And dude, I would ask a fucking million questions. And how did you do this? And how did you do that? And how did you shoot the dog scene in Sandlot across the table? And how did you do this? And how did you shoot the scene in Man of Honor and Just Friends? And I just started picking his brain. I became a student of the game. Right. Anything I do, Willie, I always immerse myself, bro. I obsess. I'm obsessive when I dive into something, bro. I'm very obsessive and I don't let it go.
Yeah.
That's my it's a gift and a curse in a way, bro.
No, we have similar personality.
You know what I'm saying? It's a gift and a curse,
we have
bro.
Similar personalities.
I have a very addictive personality as well. So anything I like, I'm gonna fucking do it, right? So I just started really banging his head, and he was just like, "Yo, who the fuck is this? What the fuck?" And because I played my position, you want your coffee? How do you like it? 2 sugars? Okay, cool. Is it cold enough? Is it hot enough? How do you know? So I started I wanted to make sure he was comfortable to do his job, and so I ended up getting a 4-year education. Like I went in there with freshmen.
So you were there 4 years?
I was there 4 years, and I left when that class that I started with graduated. So I essentially got a master's.
Wow, bro.
So I said,
when the money you were making, the money you were making, was it enough to? Were you married at the time, or were you still dating?
Yeah.
So now you're married.
Yeah, now I'm married.
Any kids?
Yes.
So now
at this point, at this point, I got 1 son.
You got 1 son. You're married, and listen, bro. With the money you were making, was it enough to sustain you?
No.
So you were.
I was still living in my parents' house in the little garage. I was trying to make it work, but my wife has always been super supportive. She comes from the industry, you know what I'm saying? She comes from the music industry. Her mom comes from from the music industry, so they know
that's very special.
So they know the struggle.
No, let me ask you. Okay, listen, brother. I raised 3 children, you know, and my lady has my son here to tell you, man. I was with her 25 years. I know marriage is not easy, bro. All right, when you were going through those struggles, man, and you were living in what you say, the garage, man, I mean, we're all human beings, bro. Did you ever have a time where like doubt seeped in? Where like, man, maybe I should
personal doubt. Like, what do you mean but never to the point where.
What do you mean? Explain personal doubt.
Well, personal doubt is like, fuck. I'm about to be 26. I'm about,
you have a child.
I have a child. Like, I'm in a space as big as this.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
And one little a bathroom. Okay. And then so, it's like look, man. I'm 27. All of my peers and cousins, and now they have their little apartments with their families and their 401ks and their insurance, and you start seeing that their life is growing, and you're still kind of like, I'm chasing this fucking dream, dog.
But did you ever look at your kids, bro? Did you ever look at your boy and your wife and say like, man, maybe, like I'm playing devil's advocate, bro. Did you ever tell yourself, am I sacrificing my family for my dream?
Absolutely. No, dude, I felt unselfish, dog. I felt selfish for a long time.
Did
I think there's still times where I do feel selfish because I'm trying to I'm trying to leave a legacy, right? And at the same time, leave my kids with something, right? And sometimes chasing the legacy is being selfish, Willie.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you where do you get that desire, that burning desire to leave a legacy? Like
I don't know.
I've talked to George Lopez, bro. We kind of came up together. He was probably 4 or 5 years ahead of me in stand up, but he's one of those cats that just fucking desire to be number one. And to me, bro, I don't want to get into it, but I have a whole different vibe on showbiz and what we do. But you want to leave it. What does legacy mean to you? What does that mean, bro? Legacy. Can you tell me?
The same legacy that guys like Kobe left. The same legacy that guys like Charlie Chaplin left, or Cantinflas left, or Muhammad Ali. That's I want to leave a legacy that says, that motherfucker gave us everything he had.
Where does this desire come from, bro? If I can ask you,
Dude, if I knew exactly where it came from, I don't know. I think this is, somewhat God-given, universe-given, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, obviously, it comes from a place of knowing that my parents came here to give me a better life, and for me to just sit and do nothing. To me, like, it was either, like my dad wanted me to be an engineer.
Okay.
The school wasn't for me.
Okay.
Right?
So can I? I'm gonna ask you something, bro. So you have this burning desire, bro, to be great. It's really great. Is this what you want to say, or one of the greatest?
Yeah.
Is this burning desire to be one of the greatest, to not let your dad down because he wanted you? He had this aspirations of you being an amazing engineer. So you're kind of like, all right, Dad, I maybe I wasn't an engineer, but I'm going to show you how great I can be. Am I right?
It's part of it.
Is it? Okay.
It's definitely part of the fuel, It's part of the fuel, again, I'm a middle child,
Fabian's a middle child.
I'm a middle child.
What does middle child mean?
Well, I mean, I'm a middle child, but at the same time, I'm an only boy. So there's, I still had the attention, but, a lot of people don't expect much from you. It's kind of like, oh, he's a middle child. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, hold on, bro. Mijo, have you ever thought about that, about being the middle child?
I mean, the only thing I can say is, like, I've always felt like I was chasing after my older brother.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? I guess that was kind of a thing, and then also
the attention of your little brother.
The attention that my baby brother got.
The little one gets a lot of attention.
I'm 7 years older than him. So, but honestly, I've never really put a whole bunch of thought into that. So.
Yeah, you have. I think maybe, okay, bro.
I think that's another conversation right there.
No, it's all relative, bro.
No, I know.
Life is all relative.
For sure.
It's all connected. No, Mijo, when you and I have drank, dude,
it probably comes out without me knowing. But
no, so that's why.
Sure.
No, bro. So that's why I wanted. So, to you, being the middle child is what?
Yeah.
Is what, bro?
I mean, to me, it's always wanting to fit in and wanting to have more. And again, dude, I didn't grow up without a brother. I think one thing that I could tell you is that in some form or fashion, yes, I am a people pleaser.
Why? Why did you?
Like ever since I was a kid, there was I remember this one kid specifically.
No, bro. See, why were you a people pleaser? I want to know, like what
acceptance. I mean, to some form of fashion, you want to be accepted. I remember, I went to Haskell Elementary in Granada Hills, and I remember how they treated the kid that was in the movie Little Rascals. I remember how they treated the kid that was in Power Rangers.
So are you saying you went to a school where a lot of kids were privileged?
I mean, I don't want to say privileged, but yeah, I mean to some degree. I mean, they were middle class.
Middle class.
You
were working class.
It was working class.
Working class, yeah. Okay. And did you feel that give you that desire?
Yeah, because I was always a kid that didn't have the nicest shoes.
Okay.
I was always a kid that didn't have the nicest clothes.
All right.
I was always a kid where my parents didn't show up to you know, they didn't show up to the assemblies. They didn't show up to the
Christmas. They're busy working.
Because they're busy working.
We never
right?
had that, yeah.
So I always yearn for the attention more than some of these other kids. Right? And so, you know, I mean, like, as you're growing up, and keep in mind, like, that was just one factor. I knew I always wanted to be an entertainer, though. Like, I knew that I wasn't a book kid. I wasn't book smart. I was street smart. I mean, I can get you a B if I really applied myself, but I didn't care for it.
Right.
There's a difference between I'm not stupid. I just didn't care for education. Right. My thing was always more entertainment, and I knew that when I would dance at the quinceañeras, I would get people's attention and they'd be like, "Oh, look, he could dance," and I like that. I like making people laugh, and I like making people smile, and to some degree, dog, it's acceptance. Like. And it's people pleasing in a way.
Yeah, but no, wait a minute, bro. But isn't attention actually a form of love? A form of getting love?
Yeah.
Okay, for me.
Yeah, for sure.
For me, I had a lot of. I lacked a lot of love in my childhood and my teenage years. You know, never got it. So I think when you're on stage, all of us as comedians, which you do comedy now, and you're very good at what you know. I'm proud of what you've done, bro, and stand up in a short amount of time, bro. It's really impressive. But still, we're still doing no matter what form of entertainment we're in. Okay, anybody can say I'm an artist. Okay, yeah, I'm an artist. We're artists and everything, but still, you're, and you could say. You really look when you get it down to its purest form. Yeah, you're looking for love, man.
Yeah,
from strengers.
It's adoration.
Which makes us all fucking weird. Which makes us all weird humans.
Yeah,
for
sure.
Because okay, you said something interesting. You said my mom and dad didn't go to my you know,
to my assemblies or to my
My mom and dad didn't go.
Yeah.
That in itself, when you're there, and let's take you back to when you were a kid, it makes you feel like you don't feel loved, bro.
Yeah, come on, because you don't understand it.
No. Fuck that.
Bro. Well, yeah.
No.
For sure.
Right, bro. Listen,
I'm asking for sure. When you're 7 or 8, you don't understand that your parents are doing it for the better.
Obviously, you can't put the concept together. We all know that.
Yeah.
Okay. But it really is as you get older and wiser. And you understand now, it really was that you were lacking love, right? Would
to some degree, yeah, for sure. To some degree, yeah, for sure, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So,
yeah, for sure. I know. I mean, yeah, absolutely.
I think all entertainers, bro. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you grab a guitar and go, "Fuck you, suck my dick, fuck you," right? I look at him and I go, you know what, bro. You needed hugs. You needed love,
for sure.
You know?
I mean, I think
it's like I don't care if you're up there rapping, going, "Yo, that's right, suck my dick, I kill motherfuckers." You know, everybody's looking at you. What you really is saying, like, man, everybody, just give me a hug.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Isn't that a driving? Isn't that a driving force behind? Would you say it's a driving force, bro, behind any artist? And I don't care how you want to sugarcoat it or how hard you want to make it.
Yes, we want to be loved. Absolutely. Do we want the praise? Yes. When people say, "Dude, you fucking make me laugh. You change my day. You make me feel." Yes, bro. That's what we live for, dude. That when people come and I do the meet and greets. Thank God that people stay, right? And they come in and they say, "Bro, I was going through a tough time through COVID. My mom just died. My cousin has cancer, and you get me through the fucking day." That means more than any fucking check I've cashed, Willie.
It is powerful, bro.
It's powerful.
It is powerful.
Bro.
I know you. We both get the same things. We'll get DMs.
Yes.
And the DMs sometimes are lengthy, and you read them, and you're like,
that's what matters,
right, bro? It's like
that's what matters, because money's gonna come and go. The adoration will not. There was a post the other day, and it said, Snoop Dogg has been nominated for a Grammy 14 fucking times, and he's never won it. And I commented, I said, "Wow, he doesn't need a fucking Grammy." Snoop Dogg is one of the only few artists.
By the way, you're teaching me something I didn't know, bro. So
Snoop Dogg is one of the only artists that can go in anywhere, can go anywhere in the fucking world, and he's loved, adored, and respected. Right. And that's something that 90% of Grammy Award winners cannot fucking say.
Right. That's so true.
You don't need a Grammy, Snoop. You're fine.
Right.
Do we need sometimes the recognition? Yeah, I think it'd be great. I think he would love that. Just like an actor would love a fucking Oscar. Just the same way that, you know, for how many, I mean, I don't know if he's won it or not yet, but someone like Leonardo DiCaprio that hasn't won a fucking Oscar, and you would say, he hasn't won an Oscar? How? That's not...
Really?
Does it fucking matter?
Is that a fact, though?
That's a fact, bro.
I didn't know that.
I don't know.
He just won one.
He just won one.
Like maybe 2 years ago.
Yes, he just won one. But what I'm saying is that before, before he won it...
Real quick, what movie was it? I'm just curious.
I think...
I forget.
I think it's for the movie The Gray. I think
the movie where he fought the bear, right?
The bear.
Yeah.
And I think that's The Gray. I think don't quote me, but anyway. So at that point, it's like, yo, did Leonardo DiCaprio really need a fucking Oscar, bro? You did Titanic, bro.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck? And that's what I feel. But do we need that recognition sometimes to close that fucking chapter? I think so.
Well, I'll tell you what,
right?
to what you're saying.
But he doesn't need it.
No, you're right, bro. But one time, I forget what award Chris Rock won, right? This is years ago. And I think it was for Bring the Pain. Mm-hmm. Well, was that the first one, Bring the Pain?
Who's that?
Chris Rock. Remember the special Bring the Pain? Which
yeah.
I think it was the first one. Mm-hmm. Anyway, he won some big award, and I read, it was on the paper, bro. This is how old school it was on the newspaper, and I was in Miami reading it, and I read one of his quotes where he said, he goes, I didn't need an award or something like that, but I just love the fact that I'm getting recognized for all this hard work. That's what he said.
Look,
that's and that I understood.
Look, bro, 2 years ago, when I was at 100,000 followers, 150,000 followers, I was like, why the fuck am I not verified yet? Mm-hmm. Why am I not verified on Instagram? Why am I not getting verified by this platform when I give it my all? I get millions of views, I get tons of comments, and I have followers. Willie, it's been 6 years of me doing this consistent work. I'm at 550,000 followers now.
Yeah. No, you're doing well.
I don't care no more. I don't care no more about getting verified. Why?
Why?
Because I'm at 65 sold out shows in less than 12 months.
Okay.
That's why I don't give a fuck no more. Because I have the adoration of the people. The people are the ones that are going to make you or break you. Not a fucking check mark. Not a blue check mark, bro. That doesn't matter.
Right.
It doesn't matter. Does it look good? Cool. It looks cool. But that, just because I have that, it wasn't going to sell out my shows. Just because I have that, it wasn't going to make me funny.
Why are you trying to punk me on my own show, bro? Because I only had 300,000 followers.
No,
bro.
That's amazing. Dude, what do you mean? That's a lot of fucking... Yeah, dude,
that's
I got it, Baba. I got it. I got it. No, man.
What a dick, Holmes. We'll be right back out these messages,
that's amazing.
Man. Hold on, bro. What the fuck was that about? Bro, 500,000 followers on Instagram, bro. You're in the upper echelon of Instagram people, man. It's a hell of a number, bro. So okay. So you were able to transfer from these sketches that are fucking hilarious. Mm-hmm. I gotta tell you something, bro. I'm gonna tell you something why I liked you a lot. Cause you make this face, dude. It's one of your faces. Obviously, you have all these different personalities. You have all these different characters. But there's one character where you make a face where you're selling, I guess you're selling hamburgers or something, right? There's like a hamburger joint, right? Where you have the hamburger outfit.
Yep.
And you make this face, I swear to God, bro. You make a face where, like a three-step face.
Yeah.
You're like that, right?
Let concrete dry or he's going to be crying the whole day.
Well, that's what I said, fool. It's not my fault, fool, that they took my license, fool. Apparently, fool, you got to pay your tickets on time. Who cares, bro? I didn't hurt nobody, fool.
It reminds me of my face because I used to try to use that face with my mom when she would beat me. So I'd make a face like right? And she would say, right? She would like, pues ese pinche cara, cabrón, right? So you make this face of a fucking sorry fuck. And that's the face I used to make, like yeah, no, but I would fake it, bro. Where did you get that fucking face? Bro, Fabian, well, you gotta put that face up, bro, because he makes his face when I'm.
No,
You know, yeah, like you just look like he's just beaten down, bro. Or you look like, or you purposely make this face.
Yeah, I think about.
Where did is that? Did you get that from? I don't know, bro. From where? Well, from where did you get that?
To me, it was just like if I'm gonna play
like a victim face.
Yeah, it's a sad character.
Where did you get it from?
I couldn't tell you, but I know that I was heavily influenced by a guy by the name of Jim Carrey. And
No, okay, bro. We're gonna debate here. We're gonna debate because yes, Jim Carrey's.
And I'll tell you why. Because there's a specific movie that he did. It's called Dumb and Dumber, and there's a point in the movie where he thinks that his buddy is basically coming on to his girl, and he's seeing him from afar.
Okay.
And it's Harry and the love interest are in the car, and he sees that, and she sees him get a kiss on the cheek, and then he's about to throw up, and he's like, and then acts like he's throwing up.
Okay.
And that face always, like, I was like, when I saw that face, I was like, man, this guy's funny, but I was like, he almost made me cry with him. And, but it's supposed to be funny.
I really thought that face was. You were gonna say it was from when my dad used to beat me or my mom beat me, and I would make a face for them to stop beating me.
No, it's probably. I mean,
I thought that was. I really thought that's what you were gonna say.
That's probably
bro.
one. Again, man, it's so many onions to peel, right?
Right.
I'm also a kid that grew up with silver teeth. I wasn't the cutest kid, and I got made fun of. I got bullied a lot.
Okay.
And
would you ever make the face to keep the people from hitting you?
Probably, but it never worked. It never worked. You know, because bullies don't give a fuck.
No, they don't give a fuck, bro.
So it doesn't matter what faces I made, dude. It was always like,
that face would kill me, dog.
It was always like,
I saw myself in that face. That's when I fucking hit you. I go, fuck.
And I think it's the face of vulnerability.
It is, bro.
You know,
and I just want to reiterate with the audience. That's one of his many characters, bro. I really love everything you do, bro.
Thank you, man.
But with me, that face resonates because I was so picked on as a kid. So that face to me, like, you know what I mean. But obviously, bro, all your characters, everything you do, bro, and I'm one dude, bro. I'm not gonna kiss your ass, bro. If I don't like you, bro. A la verga. I hate because the sign's behind me. People are gonna think like somebody gave me that sign because I say, you know, and I got it from. You know what? People from New Mexico say a la verga. I don't know if you know that.
Sí, a huevo.
Yeah. People from New Mexico say that, and they said, and they work in New Mexico so much. I've picked up on that shit. But yeah. Anyways, man, that face that you make, that face that triste.
Yeah,
bro, man. It fucking.
It's a ton of characters that I've.
Did you do? I can see you doing that face when you got fired from being an accountant.
From every fucking job.
I can see you making that face when they told you you're not. You never went to CSUN.
Yeah, for sure. Like what? What? Like what the fuck? You know? Yeah, dude. It's. I don't know, man. And at the same time, I just feel that like, you know, I've never. And I don't want to say I've never, because maybe one day I will, but I've never taken an acting class. I've always felt comfortable in front of the camera. I've always felt comfortable with showing my vulnerable side. I've never cared. I mean, for a while I did care, right?
Okay.
And it wasn't until I started doing skits in 2018. And I remember when I started doing skits, the reason I started doing skits is because they stole all my equipment. I was shooting a music video in LA off of Fairfax and La Cienega over there off of... They stole all my equipment. Everything that I worked for.
Everything, bro.
Like almost everything. $40,000 worth of stuff.
Oh, my God.
And they left me with nothing, right?
That's painful. Look, brother, I'm sorry.
Dude,
that's painful,
I did a
bro.
video on Instagram, black and white, crying. Like, hey, guys, for like dramatic effect. I was like, please, dog, like, if anybody wants to rat, please let me know. Like, if anybody wants just rat, like, I won't say nothing, please. If you guys know anybody who wants my shit.
Dramatic effects, bro. You're such a pussy, bro.
I went hard. The video's still up there. The video's still up there.
Bro, I'm going to call bullshit.
The video's still up there. It's in black and white.
This is why I'm going to call bullshit. Because I don't believe you did it for dramatic effect. I know that when you did it, bro,
Willie, I cried for weeks.
You cried for real.
Oh,
exactly.
Willie, I cried for weeks.
I know, but you just said for dramatic effect.
Well, I put it in black and white for more dramatic effect. I didn't shoot it in black and white, motherfucker. I didn't go to the 1930s and get a camera. I just edited the motherfucker in black and white because I felt it was either sepia.
You wanted to show the pain.
It was either sepia or black and white. And then so I remember doing the video and nobody ever told me shit.
Bro, that's
So
bro.
I
love that. I love that they did that shit to you. You know why?
It was the best thing that could have
I
happened.
love that shit because for people out there, and then you I want you to add to this, bro. Anybody out there, at my lowest is when once I hit the ground, and I've always said this, and I've said this to my sons. I said this to when you're low, and I want you to add to add to this, bro.
Absolutely.
When you feel like you're drowning in a pool, right? And you hit the floor, and you literally allow yourself to bend your knees on the ground so you can push yourself back up.
Willie, not only did I
bro?
feel like I was at the bottom of the pool, I felt like I had weight on me.
Okay, but when you hit the bottom, obviously look at where you are now, bro.
I felt like I was stripped of everything that I had worked for with integrity, honor, and respect. And when I gained all that equipment and all that work that I had put into for 12 years, and this was feeding my family, Willie.
Oh, wait.
This is everything I have.
I feel like listening to some Chente right now and crying.
So when they took everything,
I know pain, fucker.
When they took everything, I mean, my wife cried, bro.
I know I'm his way. You guys
so when all this happened, I was at a studio.
You were hugging her and you guys were crying.
Bro,
hey, bro.
Fool.
You guys are
I
hugging
cried
and
in
crying
the fucking
together.
shower, Willie.
I wait.
In the shower with cold water, big dog. Like, it was bad, fool. It was bad, dog. I went through it. And
what would you tell people that, bro? What would you tell people that are after a dream, are after they're chasing a dream, but they hit the meanest obstacle like what you did, which happened to you? What would you say to them, bro? To say, look, motherfuckers, because a lot of people quit right there.
Find
a lot of people. Am I right or wrong, bro?
Well, yes.
Do a lot of people not quit right there?
Yes, that's it. That's it.
So what would wisdom would you share?
I thought about going back and just saying, fuck it, I'm gonna just get a 9 to 5. I'm 33 years old. I don't know how much of this dream I can chase. My kids are, my son's getting older. I just had another boy.
Okay. Ooh.
And at this point, I'm like, I don't got shit to my name. I don't have much at this point. I don't have nothing, right? So then I decided I was at the studio where I was working at, where I was literally about to leave because I didn't have no more work and I couldn't pay and I couldn't help. I wasn't
equipment.
I wasn't a tool no more. I was just the guy that was gonna be there trying to figure it out, and I couldn't do that, right?
All right.
And so I'm sitting there, and I'm just going through videos, and I'm like, "Fuck it." I think I'm gonna give it a shot again and try to do this acting shit again. And again, this is the selfish part of myself.
Oh, bro.
This is a very selfish thought to say I'm gonna still go for my dream despite of my living circumstances where I don't have money sometimes and we're living kind of paycheck to paycheck. And I said, fuck it. But if I go in this shit, I got to go balls deep. Like, it has to go. No. And so as soon as I made the decision, the next day I went back into the studio and I'm like, all right, what am I going to do? Videos, comedy? I was like, do I start auditioning? Do I do this? And during that time, I was also shooting comedy skits for other influencers.
Okay.
And I was like, man, I started looking at these guys like King Batch and all these guys, and and I'm like, man, these guys are making really good money. I think I'm funny, and I think there's nothing out there that's potentially like the shit that I want to do. So let me give it a shot. So then I remember I started going on YouTube, and I was like, oh, let me pick this video and I'm gonna do a reaction video to this.
Okay.
And that was the first video I did, and it fucking hit. It got like 35 comments. And Willie, when you have 2,000 followers and all the comments you see is your mom saying, congratulations, keep going. It's your cousin saying, hey, primo. I'm getting 5 comments, and it's just family members, dog.
Okay.
But now I posted the skit. Okay. Now it's like 35 comments, 300 likes, and I'm like, I call my girls like, babe, do you see this? She's like, yeah, do another one. I was like, cool. So then I went back to the studio again the next day, and I did another one. And then that one got 100 comments and 2,000 likes. And I remember I started doing them for a couple weeks. And I remember asking my girl, and this is a true story, though. This is a really true story. I said, babe, do I embarrass you in any kind of way?
Why
Because now I'm showing a vulnerable side of me. I'm showing a side that nobody has seen.
Okay.
I'm being goofy. I'm being silly. I'm being what people may say. Eres un payaso, güey. Ya estás grande. What are you doing? You're 33 years old. You're out here doing skits on social media. What are you doing?
Wow.
Right?
Okay, so you asked your
So
wife this question.
I said, hey, do I embarrass you? She said, nah, you make me laugh. I said, that's it. I don't give a fuck what anybody else thinks.
Bro, you got an awesome lady. You know what? I feel like I should have interviewed your wife instead of you, bro.
Oh, she'd be amazing.
Bro, honestly,
And she'll probably tell you the
what
truth.
What the fuck are you doing here, bro?
So I started.
She sounds like
so I started doing the skits, bro, and it went from, here I go going back to my parents' house. I'm living in my parents' house, and I'm telling my dad, just look, I'm doing these skits. It's gaining traction. Just give me some fucking time.
Now you're still living with your parents.
I'm still living with my parents.
Wow, bro.
And then
You're a fucking warrior. Give me some, dog. Give me.
I'm in my fucking 30s,
Well,
dog.
bro, I'm watching a movie here.
I'm in my fucking
it's
30s.
Pretty inspiring. I mean,
I'm in my 30s.
Let me interject real quick, bro, because you're. I know you're inspiring my son, bro, and because we talk about art, and I've never wanted him, because he has friends that, bro, I ain't gonna mention no names, but I talked to this one dad, right? Check this out. I said, guy was always a dick anyways, bro. So I'm like, yeah, bro, so yeah, what's your son up to? Oh, my son is working for this fucking accountant firm, and this is true. He's an accountant firm. And he's fucking this, executive, and this. Oh, he just bought his first house and all this and all that. Yeah. So what's Fabian doing, I'm like,
You know what you should ask them? Is he happy?
No, right. He ain't gonna tell the truth. He ain't gonna tell. He can suck my.
Hey, but it comes down to problem solving, though, right?
Look, man, it comes down to trial and error, bro.
Yeah,
and yes, it is problem solving.
Yeah, I love your story, bro. And and for all the young people out there, for your mom or dad to tell you, hey, get a job and do this and do that, and then get a 401k, retire, and then die.
Yeah.
A la verga.
Yeah.
Do the art that's in your life, and it will take care of you. Am I right, bro? If you have that passion,
but respect the craft and respect Look, bro. Look, man. If you cut too many corners, you're gonna go in circles, Willie.
Yeah, no. I've never cut corners, bro.
So you gotta,
and I know you haven't.
No.
And I'll tell you why I know you haven't. Because when you got into comedy and you got deep into it, bro, for whatever reason, I know you reached out to certain people and you wanted to know the fucking dissecting comedy. How do you break down comedy?
Yes.
So I knew this guy loves the craft.
Yes, bro. And
even when
I respect the craft. And when I started doing the comedy and I started hearing the conversations of he's funny, but if he wants to be taken seriously as a comedian, you got to get on stage, papa.
Yeah, that's true.
You got to get, and I was like, no, because I am a comedic actor, Willie. I am not a stand-up guy. I did not want to do stand-up.
Okay.
And it was like, well, look, buddy, if you want to be taken serious and you want to sit at this fucking table, you want to sit at the table with the Willies of the world, you want to sit at the table with the fucking Chappelles of the world and the whatever the fuck, guess what, buddy? You're going to have to go eat shit with the rest of us. And I said, okay. Challenge accepted, motherfucker. But just know that I am going to go so fucking hard that you will feel me. You will feel the wrath. Because, again, once I go into something, bro, I'm going to dive into it. And I ended up falling in love with the craft more than anything else, bro.
Can I ask you something, brother? Before we wrap this up, I know the passion, and I've seen it, bro. I've been around a long time. I know the passion you have. I know the soul you have. I can feel it, bro. I feel energy. You're fucking right next to me here, bro. Please, wherever you get to, bro, Latinos do this. And I'm not just saying Mexicans. I'm Puerto Ricans, Cubans, everybody else. Latinos in general, okay?
Yeah.
Bring people with you, bro.
Yeah.
It's not gonna take away from your millions, all right? If you're making 300 million and you bring up a couple cats, and you lose 100 million. Who gives a fuck, bro? You feel me? And I'm talking about me, bro. I'm talking about you as the artist and the passionate guy that you are. The cats that are right now in line at the Laugh Factory, getting in line at noon.
Yeah.
Help those motherfuckers out, bro.
Yeah, I mean, look,
you
dude,
know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah, no.
Does that make sense?
Absolutely, bro. You know, like right now, like a lot of the shows that I've been doing, you know, people come up to me, hey man, let me get 5 minutes. I got you, bro. Let's go.
I do that all the time.
The guys that the
Yeah.
guys that have been going with me on tour, opening up for me, I started. Not only do I feel that I pay them well for what they do, right? I feel that I pay more than what you would say the industry standard is, right? I've also started through me and my manager. I said, hey, bro, let's get these motherfuckers their own nights now. Let's get them a little 50-seater at Flappers, and let's help them get their own shows. So we did. Our first guy that we did was 2 weeks ago. We did Christian Zaragoza. He sold out 2 shows, 50-seaters.
Nice. I don't know who he is, but he's
so fucking sold out, right?
No disrespect, bro. Please, no disrespect, man. I don't want that to come out. I don't want
Last week we did it for the guy that hosts for you, which is Edgar Rivera, and he's been in the game for 20 years.
I know Edgar. I think
we gave him his first headliner show. We hit up Flappers, said, hey, give him his own night. He got the 50-seater. He sold out the show. And I helped. I said, bro, let's promote. I'm helping these guys promote.
That's beautiful, bro.
And I'm
Thank
also,
you, man. I think
I'm also putting them in my skits, so that people can see them,
who they are,
and they can see who they are, and let them know that hey, they're a part of my team, and we're all gonna go out there and get this shit together. You know what I'm saying? Because there's nothing more fucked up, bro, than not paying shit forward.
No, bro, that's a beautiful thing, and it's energy, man. I'll leave it at that. But brother, like. Man, thank you for doing this.
Dude, thank you for having me, bro.
I'm a big fucking fan. I love your shit.
I'm a big fan of. Come on, dog.
You me laugh like a motherfucker. Hey, bro, he brought me a gift. I want to see my gift, fucker.
I did, man. Get your gift.
He brought me a gift, everybody.
So it is
wrapped.
It is for Valentine's Day.
Valentine's
because I do love you, bro. I love you as a legend, as a brother, bro.
I'm secure with my manhood.
And I'm secure. Hopefully you like it, bro. But we'll see. That's the back.
It's the back. It's the back?
Yeah, it's the back.
Oh, okay.
It's a very special piece that I hope you like.
Oh, shit, bro. Damn, because I'm a Dodger guy.
Yes, he is.
Oh, this is badass. I want to show it right here.
It's one of 33 from Otani. He hasn't done... It's one of 33.
Oh, put it up. Tell me where we can see it. Right there?
Yeah.
One of 33?
It's one of 33.
No mama's way.
And,
my boy,
I wanted you to have that. I know you're a Dodger fan. He's gonna be with us for the next 10 years, so I wanted to, I wanted to bring something for you. I know you're a Dodger fan. You've coached your boys through baseball. You've been an amazing person, amazing coach, amazing father to your boys, and I wanted to bring something that I thought would meant something to you, to put up on the wall.
Bro, it's beautiful, bro. And by the way, bro, you know that my son Willie, who's a year and a couple months older than Fabian, played with Steve Garvey's son,
That's
and.
Awesome.
His son is running Steve Garvey's campaign.
That's amazing.
So, anyways, bro, long story short, we might have Steve Garvey here.
Nice.
We're going to have Steve Garvey here. One of my idols, but...
Hopefully he wins a World Series for us, and that'll be worth something at one point.
This is very special, brother. Bro, you're a true gentleman.
No, thank you, brother.
We've always hit it off, bro. I've gone to your side of town. I've gone to your side of town. You got to my side of town.
Well, that's the new side, the new side of my town. I didn't grow up there, but
I know, bro. No.
A lot of people are like, "Oh, you moved up," and I'm like, "Really?" Okay.
No, bro. And I'll reiterate with this, bro, as I said earlier, and then this goes for everybody, man. And by the way, black people, white people, mad love, respect. You guys kick ass like a motherfucker. But for Latinos, man. The fact that you're doing what you're doing, and I always say, when I talk to the older cats, I always say, man, that new generation is different. The new generation is helping each other out. They're not like my generation, bro. They're like, hey, help. They're like, oh yeah, here's some weights. Like, oh, thank you.
Figure it out, motherfucker.
Yeah. But no, bro, I like what you're doing. It's beautiful. I hope I know that there's a lot of young Latino filmmakers coming up, bro.
Oh, for sure,
that are Latinos, film writers and everything, and it's a different philosophy, man.
Yeah.
And then, anyways, man, I hope it continues.
Yeah.
And
Now, one thing I want to say, bro.
Impressed by what you do, bro.
Thank you, brother, man. One thing I want to say, man, is that, thank you for being one of the first, one of the first guys to ever reach out to me on the comedic level where, I'm a social media guy. I mean, I grew up, I'm part of the social media comedy world, and that's where I began.
We hated you guys.
And that's where I began.
We hated you fuckers because, fuck these guys get so many fans. God damn it, I've been doing stand-up for fucking 30 years, you son of a bitch.
But you were one of the first guys to reach out and really, try to guide me and give me words of encouragement. And it means a lot, man, to have such a guy that's been through the fucking trenches of the comedy world of the 90s and the 2000s, possibly the 80s. I don't want to say too much, but
no,
you know what I'm saying?
In the 80s, Dave.
So you've been through the rigors of the comedy,
fucking Asian motherfucker,
and that stand-up world of going out there every fucking single day and trying to get on stage, and to really reach out to me and to give me words of encouragement with all the success that you have. With all the accolades that you have, bro, and the knowledge that you have to say and to notice some form of talent in me, man. It's just been a blessing, bro, and I appreciate it.
Mad love.
Thank you.
I wanted to have you as a guest, and I've seen you in podcasts before, and I wanted the audience to hear things they hadn't heard before, a little deeper. Your wife, bro, she's an angel, man. Congratulations.
Oh, she's a beast, man. She's amazing, dude. She's amazing.
What's her name, bro?
Nikki. Yeah, Nikki.
Okay, this guy, man, if he ever gets out of line, man, shoot him. Love everybody. Thank you for having us. Mad love. And I'll see you guys at the next one. Mad love.